The Ubiquiti Network's AP-AC Pro access point offers great speed and reliability, ease of use and tons of configuration options for the more experienced users. If your modem doubles as a wired router, you can connect the AP-AC Pro directly to the modem. If not, or if you have the feature disabled like I do, you'll need a wired router between this access point and the modem. The AP-AC Pro accepts gigabit speeds, so for 99.9% of all internet speeds out there. The AC Pro is AC 1750, which means it's capable of up to 1300 MB/s on wireless AC and 450 MB/s on wireless N. My internet speed is 180 MB/s over cable internet. I tested this router using speedtest.net on both AC and wireless N. On AC, the router consistently pulled close to 100 MB/s, on wireless N the throughput was between 60 and 90 MB/s depending on the proximity to the router and obstacles between them. The AC speed was consistent regardless of proximity. My test used the internet to check speed, so obviously some loss is afforded to the wired router before the access point. The best part of the UniFi AP-AC Pro is that it's a very smooth connection with no jitter. I had always assumed the issue came from my modem or ISP and not the router, but it would seem that's not the case. You can see in the images I posted between my old router and the UniFi that the UniFi is a much more consistent signal. Another great feature of the AP-AC Pro is that it's PoE, Power over Ethernet. This means that you don't need to run a power cable to the router. You can mount this access point on a wall or a ceiling, with it only being necessary to run the Ethernet cable to the access point. Included with this access point is an Ethernet power converter, booster. As well, no need to buy anything else. For mounting the access point, there is a plastic and metal backplate, so you can remove the access point without having to reinstall the hardware each time. I would call myself extremely confident with all things technology, but I am by no means a network pro. I found the setup of this access point extremely easy. You simply plug in the access point to the wired router and your computer and download the UniFi software found at the Ubiquiti site. Once you download the software, you can set up the basics like SSID and password, as well as much more in-depth options like SSID, guest networks, cloud access, access to AP over the internet, and signal broadcast strengths. The web interface has a bunch of metrics for measuring performance and status of the access point, but I haven't had a chance to test these out yet. It does say that some of these metrics require a UniFi gateway. Some tests that can be performed without the gateway include RF scan, check for signal interference, and the house mapping function. I contacted customer support for help with setting up some of the more specific settings and learning more about the features. They were available by chat instantly, and they are extremely attentive. If you get disconnected from the chat, they will send you an email and follow up with you until your problem is resolved. I've really never experienced a better customer support experience. If you have trouble setting up your network, have no fear, Ubiquiti will be there to help. I'm really impressed with the PoE function of this access point, as well as the really stable wireless connection. If you're good at fully customizing your network, or want to work with support, this AP is great for you. It really is enterprise-level build quality and software designed for the house. I was given an access point from Ubiquiti so that I could test and review this product. This is an Wi-Fi access point. You need a router to support this device. Very good range, very robust. No reboots required, easy to set up, provide good speed. One of the best disadvantage? None. Plugged it into my existing Nighthawk R7000, fired up the software, and away I went. Gave it the same SSID as my existing network, and the transition was seamless. I turned the radio off on my existing router, and none of my users, family, even noticed. Still some testing to do, but I'm super happy so far. Click link in description for more reviews.